the Chief Justice should have submitted that matter to the raffle committee so that it can be included in the raffle of cases on June 5. There was ample time for her to do that. There is nothing in the rules that allow her to designate herself as the member in charge, even in administrative matters, whether it is judicial case, whether it is admin case, or whether it is an administrative matter, everything should be referred to the raffle committee. And in this case, since the letter was sent to her on May 29, there was time for her to refer this case to the raffle committee, which meets every Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But she did not do that.
Can we assume, Madam Justice, that the Chief Justice knows the internal rules very well?
Of course, she should know that she's not supposed to just take over a case without it being raffled to her.
And she knows that it is incumbent upon her to include that letter request to the raffle so it can be raffled to anybody.
Yes, Your Honor, because it was sent to her, it was addressed to her, but it does not mean that since it was addressed to her, she can take cognizance of the case, because the thing that she should do is to refer that to the raffle committee.
And this committee cannot doubt the fact that she knew the urgency of the letter request.
If it was urgent and she acted on it on June, and she had it calendared for June 6, but why did she not have the court en banc deliberate on it? She missed bringing it up during the en banc session.
Yes, madam, she can do it. She is under the authority of the system to do it, but she did not do it. What do you make up for that, madam?
She's not following the rules and the standard procedure followed in the court.
And as articulated by Justice Tiam, she just arrogated upon herself the duty of assigning it to her, disregarding completely the internal rules of the the Supreme Court en banc. This assumption that she deliberately did it and violated your own internal rules, is this something highly unusual, Madam Justice?
It is irregular, Your Honor.
It is highly irregular.
Yes, Your Honor.
And is this sanctioned by the members of the COMELEC and bank? Oh, but I'm sorry. Mas madali kasi nga rin ko. Can you sanction it? The members can sanction it.
As Justice Teja mentioned, the justices do not know the result of the raffle. Even us in the raffle committee could not remember to whom the cases are raffled, or whether a case is included in the raffle, because the list only mentions the number and a very one-line description of what it is about. Say it's a letter dated of, if I may cite that as an example, it can be just a letter coming from the sender, like Secretary Aguirre, the title of the case. So when we are deliberating on cases, we do not remember the names of the member in charge to whom the case is raffled. And more so, the other members of the court, they wouldn't know that a particular case is raffled to somebody else. It is for that justice, the member in charge, who will report on it, because the clerk of court will right away transmit the rolio of the case to the member in charge to which the case is raffled.
To your knowledge, madam, this is the first time that this thing happened in the Supreme Court?
Usually, like in the case of, we have a committee on official travel of the justices. So sometimes the matter is taken up during en banc session before the case is raffled, but the matter is deliberated upon And
That's
later on, it
precisely
is-
my question, madam. Everything else is deliberated upon because of the collegiality of the Supreme Court. Nothing is done by anyone without the consent of the others.
Yes,